At the moment we are in the house of Valentina Genio and Adriano, and here at Giudecca in Venice, and it has been almost a little feast for us because we went here for the first time with the Milena principle in 2015, a project called Cale di Amici.
It was
2005, sorry, 2005. And it was a remarkable event at the time because there was so much going in the group and so much. It was also a feeding moment. There was a lot to do. We did a lot of performances, and it was really a joy to be here with the group and to work on our project. And also, it was a moment that as at the moment when we are reflecting in that time, it was a moment when everything was as a sort of melting pot for the new projects that were coming later, and that was nice. It's nice to remember this.
Mm-hmm. Yes, in 2005 it was not the first, but one of our first big travels.
Yeah.
Coming to Venice as a special place to gather with friends and colleagues to explore the city by walking, doing performances, just being together, because that was always the connecting point between all the events of the Vermeire principle in the last 10 years, that it were meeting places. And
everything fell at its place because also this idea of a city, being in a city where you have to walk, and the Spaziergangwissenschaft, the art of walking, of the science of walking, it was also the beginning of this sort of awakening, our personal artistic awakening, that it was something that was very important for the Milena principle and for our own artistic view and projects.
Yes. Out of this idea of the Dura connection, which grew very organically, it was not a concept. We didn't start with a concept. We started by doing things, by meeting people. We arrived on a first big turning point in it for the Milena principle in Venice. The Dura connection is about mirroring the idea of traveling in the Renaissance with a contemporary urban
to actualize this idea of the
approach, and as well the whole important idea is not to stay into a reality, but to go towards the imaginary and the utopical of a place, which gave the trip to Venice a very special importance, because this is an imaginary place and a very human place as well.
I thought Venice is special because it grew organic. It was first was an island and it became a city. And you see, the city is not composed. It's really grown organic, like plants and trees, and then the whole and the squares and so on. It's more like a sort of body. You see those places. It's very human. That's nice to see. It's something you don't see very often in other cities.
Yes, and also it invites to reflect, which is also a important part of what we do.
And also this connection with water.
Yes.
For instance, this everywhere there's water, and the glitter of the sunlight on the water. It's really something magical. It's nice to see.
It's a city that invites to think about what can be, and to not to see the things as they are, but as they can grow and can change.
Yeah.
This idea of transformation, which is a very human
of course.
Thing, is reflected in the city as well, as a place that is in constant change, which defined the Milena principle as well. Actually, in 2005 when we were here, a lot of things happened without planning.
It was the magic of working together and sharing ideas. That was so remarkable. I have still good memories. That it's already 10 years ago, but it's still a very special event and experience. It was nice.
But what happened was that then 5 years afterwards we went to Portugal for the project How Long Is Now?
And then it started too.
In which we actually as well very close to the sea. We went to Andalusia, to
Galicia,
to Vigo, Santiago de Compostela, to Porto, to the Cervantes Museum, and it was all about how to relate with a place out of a natural relation. So the theme of the landscape came in.
But I was also thinking about is creating this network of friendship that was so special.
Yes.
We have now at the moment several groups of friends in several cities who are connected by this network, and that's also something utopic as in a matter of saying, because it's special that you are expected somewhere in the city. That's nice.
Yeah, completely.
Yes. And then also we decided to do this seaborne performance here in Giudecca in relation with the water in the sea. And it's almost like a logical continuation of what we did in 2005. It's also a celebration of this 10 years of working together and traveling and exploring.
Yes, starting from the first project, which were fields and places of imagination where things were happening, where we were inviting to let things be and creativity take place in the moment itself, interacting with people and places on a creative way without defining things. We worked around imaginary landscapes for a while, which reflected in project in Portugal, and now we came to a theme which is related with water, which connects again with Venice.
Yeah, the fundamental thing is that we are water, and that we are connecting by being water with the water on the earth, and so it's also a sort of attitude of humbleness, but it's also to realize what we are in essence.
And it reflects as well this letting go, this letting happen, and the exploration.
Metaphorically, you can say that this water means that we are making resonance with the place, and also this connection is because we are connected with this fluid on the earth. Fluid that has a consciousness.
Completely.
That's nice. Yes, about the seaborne performance here in Giudecca. We went looking for a place, and then suddenly we found this place, quiet place, because Giudecca is a really nice place to stay, quiet. And we found this place was special because it had all sorts of connections with the environment, and also this idea of being water.
Yes. It's also about being connected as a connection between bodies, a resonance. It's not a coincidence that the rope that is connecting us is coming out of our mouths.
Yeah. We cannot speak anymore. We are just standing there as two statues.
It's a silent resonance and being connected through the mouth, which is the medium for
the gate
communication, the gate, and at the same time, it is an image that is getting us into another space, another place, a mental space, an imaginary space, which is about how people can communicate without words, just by feelings, just by
to become an image.
Yes, and to become an image, which is but as well about what you feel, not about what you understand and what you hear.
You're becoming, your body is becoming an image. That's something I like, and become something that has a meaning.
Mm-hmm.
So not just standing there in science, but as an image that has a meaning for society and other people who are related to this idea.
Mm-hmm. It's also the inversion of two worlds, the world of water and the world of the urban surface and experience, by bringing the water as a mean of communication, transportation, transformation, and taking it with us.
Yeah, it was also nice that the images we used, the squares, is all images of water that were taken with the last Biennale. So we've been here since 21 years for the first Biennale, and so we have a lot of pictures about water, and because we are enchanted by the water of Venice, and it was a great luxury to select some images of water. And then it's also a sort of tribute of being here, coming here so long, and as a sort of coming home, and that was nice to have this.
Yes,
this
it's
images.
like taking with you, like you said, we are water. You're taking with you your home.
It's
your
also
place
a
of
sort of
belonging.
archive on memory of water.
Yeah.
That's also a nice idea.
And as well, one of the important and then recurring things in our performances is that they very often happen in silence, but still they are about communication and about
of course.
Connecting.
But silence is a condition to gather your thoughts and to formulate your ideas. So it's obvious that you are in silence when you are doing this performance. It's not noisy.
No.
I don't like noise. I like sound. That's something different.
Yes.
But I like noise.
There is always sound.
Yeah, of course.
The sound.
That's a wonderful thing. Silence is the sum of all the sounds of environment. Absolute silence doesn't exist. So our definition of silence is this remarkable thing that the sound of our bodies and the sound of the environment. That's silence.
Yes. Through our bodies, we create an imaginary space within an existing space. As a gate, like you said, by using the mouth, by creating gates towards another place, to which silence belongs as well.
Yeah. It is poetic and also essential to think about these ideas.
And of course, Venice is an imaginary city.
Yeah.
And is a gate as well towards another experience of your environment.
Sure, in Europe it's one of the most remarkable places. It's really on human dimensions. You have to travel, you have to walk, you have to carry your bags all by yourself. Get on a boat, back off the boat, back on the streets. So it's a real parkour.
It's a city to read with your body.
Yeah. And to explore, to get lost. It's an invitation to get lost, maybe.
Yes, indeed.
So, let's get lost. Thank you.